without me. Trying to get a little drink of water. Anyway, good morning. Thanks for joining me again. If you were on the podcast earlier, I apologize. I had some audio difficulties. Hopefully, the audio is better now. Not sure what exactly happened. I think it switched to the wrong microphone, and so it wasn't able to get a good signal, and so it was very muffled sounding. Hopefully, this is better. Anyway, I'm Craig, the Natural Medic. Welcome to another Wild Wednesday. Today we're talking about the 10 essentials. We're talking about repair kits, tool kits, the seventh part of the 10 essentials. Things you should consider bringing with you on an outdoor trip of any kind. So to start off, something we have not talked about at all really. Grab this. Is what to carry your stuff in. Now, right here, this is a backpack. It's from Recreational Equipment Incorporated, otherwise known as REI. I got it on clearance, so that's one thing good about it. As you know about REI can be expensive with some of their gear, but a lot of their stuff is very well made, and none of the stuff that I've got from there has ever let me down. So, just to kind of go over this, any backpack will do. The cool thing about this particular backpack is you open up right here. Look at that. There's the 10 essentials right there. This pack is designed to help you organize your essentials in gear. Keep your essentials packed so you're prepared to have fun and travel safe. And that's all I want for y'all. That's why I'm doing this, is so I can help you travel safely in the outdoors. So let's just rehash the 10 essentials that we have covered so far. We talked about navigation. We have talked about sun protection, insulation. We've talked about warmth, otherwise known as fire. We've talked about illumination, and we have talked about first aid. For this week, we are talking about repair and tool items, things of that nature. As always, if you like the content that you're seeing here, please like, comment, subscribe, give me the thumbs up. Let me know if things are going good. If you're watching the replay, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you watching and taking your time out of your day to watch some of my content. Anyway, this backpack is pretty well organized. It's got a couple zipper pockets here on the inside, some mesh pockets, places for different things. Okay, mesh pockets on the outside, and it has a nice roomy pocket on the inside for other things. This, a lot of packs would be designed for a laptop. This is actually, you see, that's kind of a tapered design. So it's designed to put a hydration bladder inside of it. And you can put it on either side. These are tube binders, so you can run your tube for your drinking through either side. You have one here and one here. So if you're left-handed or right-handed preferred for your drinking tube, there you go. Also, you have a handy strap up here. I've attached a little lightweight carabiner so I can hang it on a tree or something like that when I can, or wherever. And not much use for this in East Texas, but you have an ice axe loop right there, or whatever you want to put through, whatever kind of hanging gear you have. I think I gave maybe 20 something bucks for this, but you can get a pack similar to this. I'll put some links in the description that will work out. We haven't talked about that, I realize. So here we go. That's a good place to start. So, with that being said, let's move on to tools repair. One thing I include in my toolkit is a little survival book. This particular one I kind of latched onto. I think I got this. I got it at Amazon, but I think I got it at Barnes and Noble. Not sure. But it's a small version of the full-size SAS survival manual. And if you don't know anything about that, the SAS is basically kind of the equivalent of the United Kingdom's Green Berets. So they fight in all kinds of conditions, all climates, all continents, and they have to be prepared in case something happens and doesn't go right. So this is handy. It's not very heavy. I don't know how much it weighs. We can find out real quick. Put it on my little scale over here. And yeah, it weighs like 8 ounces. So it's not very big. It's only about 3 inches by 4 inches, so this will fit in your pack. But it has information in there, and you probably can't see very well in there. Didn't work on my lighting situation. what it does is it gives you information about different plants you can eat, different survival techniques for different climates, environments, how to make different tools, how to catch food, things like that. So, handy to have. If you have all the tools in the world, and you don't know how to use them, then what good are they? So this is good to have. That's what I start with for my repair kit. Another common thing that people carry, and you can get these commercially made nowadays. This one is kind of cool. It's a Paracord Bracelet. It actually is triple function because you have a striker on it. You can see it on the camera. You've got the metal edge right here, and you have the little flint rod right there that you can strike on and make a fire. On the other side, you have a whistle. And this is about an 8-inch bracelet. Usually, however many inches you have is how many feet you have in paracord. So you can unravel this 8-inch bracelet and make it into about 8-foot paracord, which you could use for a variety of repair uses, from fixing a backpack strap to slashing up a paddle, whatever. Okay, all that stuff you can do really easily. Another cheap, easy thing to carry is right here. It's some plastic zip ties. These zip ties are about the same as the bracelet. They're about 6 inches or so. Give or take, about the same. And I've got like a dozen of them, a little bit more than a dozen, 8 of them. And I have them wrapped up with, probably about a foot or so of duct tape. Very lightweight. Doesn't take very much. That's a good thing to have in your repair kit. It's always good in your repair kit to have a knife. Okay, this particular knife, it's got about a 4.5, 5-inch blade on it. It's very sturdy. It's got a plastic or a polymer type handle. Fits in the hand perfectly. Got a little tang there so you can do cutting, any kind of task you might need to do in the outdoors. That's handy. It has like a little lightweight plastic sheath that goes into. Okay, fixed blade. I definitely recommend having a fixed blade knife as part of your kit out there. And for next, multi-tool. Okay. There's a lot of multi-tools out there. Leatherman, I think, created the very first one, true multi-tool. This one is a camouflage version. I don't know what particular model it is, but if I can find the link to it, I will put it in the description. And the nice thing about this is all of the tools on this lock. You have needle nose pliers at the front and wire strippers or wire cutters there. You have a blade and it locks out. Hear that? All you gotta do is push this little button here. It swings back in, you can close it. Okay, I also have a saw in there. There's a lanyard deal. I don't really know what lanyard holes are good for, but it's on there. Let's see what else we have. We have a blade screwdriver. We have a awl or leather punch. And on the other side, we have file. You can file down things. A can opener. Another screwdriver, Phillips. Yeah. We have some, scissors. A little small pair of scissors. And all those tools on that side, of course, lock out as well. It's in a very compact little pouch. Camouflage is cool. The only thing I don't like about the camouflage is if you drop it in the grass, it might be hard to find it. But very compact, small little toolkit there that you can have. If you want more paracord is pretty cheap. This is what I would recommend though with your paracord. Is make sure that you check the end of it. You can see that in the camera. But the end of it, see the little threads poking out. The good paracord is going to be $5.50. It's going to have this outer nylon kind of sheath here. And on the inside, it's going to have 7 strands in there. Those strands can be pulled out and used for different things. Okay. So there's that. Another thing that I would consider having, if you don't have a regular pocket knife, a lock blade pocket knife is better. This is just a little fixed blade pocket knife you can carry around your neck or stuff it in a small pocket. It's by K-Bar. This has a little lanyard deal in there and a little sheath. You can also attach this onto something pretty easily. A couple other tools and gadgets that are handy, not necessarily tools. This is a little deal. I don't know. It's a compass. I got it off of Wish, I want to say. It's not a very useful compass, but it is a compass. It does have a bubble in there, so you'll know if you're holding it level. And it has a little slide out magnifier. So if you're looking at a map, you need to magnify it. You have a little magnifier. Or you could use it for fire starting. And it's right there. Has a mirror on it. On the outside, this is the cool part. On the outside of it, it has two little dials there. This bottom dial here is the temperature. It's unfortunately in Celsius, so most of us in the United States are probably going to have to convert that in our heads or using some other device. Then it has relative humidity up here. So that's a handy little tool. Pretty compact to have. Want to know about weather conditions. One thing that I usually carry also, don't really know where else to put it, so we'll call it a repair type of deal, is a pack towel. This is particular one is from REI, but you can get other ones. It's just a little thin towel that absorbs, it's very absorbent. Has a little bag with a little clip, so it's very compact. It doesn't weigh hardly anything. That you could use to soak things with, to put on your face to cool off, things like that. Because additionally, in addition to repairing and taking care of your gear, you have to take care of yourself. So if you get too hot, or you need to use this to clean yourself or whatever, then you have this available. If by chance your gear tears, like the nylon tears, you could sew it up. A little sewing kit. This little sewing kit I got, not really sure where, but you can get a lot of similar ones. Amazon, Target, Walmart. I'll try to put a link to one of those. It just has different things in there that you can do. Spools of thread, 12 assorted colors, thimble, measuring tape, safety pin, sewing needles, mini scissors, buttons, pearl needle, thread cutter, and thread. All in a little compact little zipper pouch. Doesn't weigh much, doesn't take up much space. That's something you can see. Not necessarily a repair thing, but just something handy to have is some carabiners. These actually have a screw-on deal there to keep them when they don't open accidentally. They're not for climbing. They're just for putting gear on your equipment, your backpack, whatever. These have a screw-down deal, so when it gets screwed down, it can't open up. Handy to have. This is, I believe, from Night Eyes. It's a little cord that you can use to secure different deals or roll up a sleeping pad or a jacket or whatever, and you can use it to do that, or you can use it to cinch stuff and attach it to your backpack. This is a cool device right here. It's kind of similar to the deal I showed you before, but it's actually probably more functional. It's a whistle by a company called Codlins. I'll try to put a link to it. It's got a whistle on it. It has a compass. Not the best compass in the world, but it would work for, worst comes to worst, it would work out. But it also has a thermometer in it, which is on the back. It's actually in Celsius and Fahrenheit. So it's handy for everybody. You have a magnifier on it, so you can use that to look at small things on your map or whatever, or you use it for fire starting. It also has a light on it, so you can use it for a flashlight. I don't imagine it's a very bright light, but it's better than that. So that's pretty handy to have. And I'll put it there. And I've saved. Well, here's one other thing we talked about. You can get these cheap. You don't have to get this particular brand, but you may want to have some of these if you're in rugged terrain out there and you have to call around or do something repair-wise. Some mechanics gloves. They don't weigh much. They're not very thin. They're not designed for insulative purposes. They're just designed to protect your hands from scrapes, abrasions, cuts, etc. I want to have a pair of those. They have to be camouflage. They're large. They probably were actually too small. They may fit. That's good to have. I know we're getting close to the 50-minute mark here. We just went over it. So I'm going to be wrapping up soon. But I'll save the best for last here. This is kind of a fun little tool to have. Something I found on on Amazon. It actually is a grappling hook, and you can use it for a lot of different things. What I would probably use it for is if I had to do some, if I was in bear country, I had to throw something up into a tree and tie up a bear bag. I would use it for something like that. But it's just kind of a fun little tool, and it brings out, of course, of me, my inner Batman. I do want to remind you today that I do appreciate your attention. I do appreciate you watching today. I want to show you my shirt here. My shirt says "Get Alive." And I do want you to get alive and get outside. We are sponsored today by Nintendo and Super Mario Brothers. And anyway, hope you're having a great Wednesday. Hope everything was good in this video. Remember to like and subscribe, comment, and have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next week for another episode of Wild Wednesday, where we're talking about another part of the essentials that are out there to keep you safe. See ya.